It is justification of the sinner, not justification of sin. God will never and can never justify sin. He is opposed to sin. But God will justify the sinner and cleanse the sinner, renew the sinner, and make the sinner into the image of him through his Son, who is God in the flesh. God of heaven and earth humbled himself to be like us of flesh. And we are to be made into the image of Jesus Christ by the justification of the sinner. As we are all sinners, we can be cleansed. Our mind can be renewed. This can only be done through the power of God. We cannot cleanse ourselves. We cannot sanctify ourselves. Only God can do that. So we must look to him in repentant faith, and he will justify us. It is not the justification of sin. Justification of sin is remaining in death. As Jude says in his short letter before Revelation, he writes, "For certain men whose condemnation was written about long ago have secretly slipped in among you. They are godless men who changed the grace of our God into a license for immorality." They changed the grace of God into a license for immorality, for sin. These godless men say it is okay to remain in sin if you believe in God. You know, God has grace and you can remain in sin. That is a big fallacy from these preachers that say that. They deny Jesus Christ, their only sovereign and Lord. Though you already know this, I want to remind you that the Lord delivered his people out of Egypt, but later destroyed those who did not believe, and the angels who did not keep their positions of authority but abandoned their own home. These he has kept in darkness, bound with everlasting chains for judgment on the great day. In a similar way, Sodom and Gomorrah and the surrounding towns gave themselves up to sexual immorality and perversion. They serve as an example of those who suffer the punishment of eternal fire. Sin can never be justified and will never be justified, but the sinner can, if the sinner repents and looks to him for salvation, sanctification.